Okay. I'm here. Apologize for my tardiness. I kind of realized that I wouldn't be able to get through the stream without eating anything. So I quickly made a sandwich and shoved it into my mouth. Hello. I also took my vitamin D today because of the clip we watched yesterday. There's a number of Easter eggs in my room. I didn't count them. Take your vitamins on Rima. Hey. It's too early for me to get angry. The monster on your desk looked like about 5 liter. I'm more like a 2 liter. I got my monster and I got my tea. My microwave tea. Thank you, Namikaze. I'd be angry if my wine bottles were empty also. That's a good one. By the way, oh yeah, so I added a new emote in both the Twitch chat and the YouTube chat. You guys can test it out now. It's called... Wait, what is it called? I think I called it Rima Chad or Rima Giga Chad. I'm not chewing. It's funny because the other day somebody asked me if I was smoking during my stream and I was like, no, I'm not smoking. Obviously not. I was sighing. I was doing the Aster sigh. That was during the Vox Google Doc thing. May I please accept my apology for being unfaithful? No. You watched another streamer. Yeah, so there is some Nijisanji news today. It's got a shit ton of views, 65 million views on the latest Nijisanji notice. That's a lot of angry Japanese people. I've heard that. I mean, there's a lot of angry fans in the comment section because they kind of baited. It's in regards to like Salome's concert and Niji Fest. Basically, they thought it was sold out. They announced it as sold out, but it kind of sucks. Imagine you tell somebody, hey, your concert's sold out! Woo! Everybody celebrates. And then, after that, it's like, well, no, actually, that's a mistake. Never mind. For this one, it's less of a Nijisanji yab and more like a problem on the issue of the website and the people selling the website. They're the same people that did the NBA, that are in charge of distributing the merch for the NBA collab for Nijisanji. Yeah, it's more of a Rakuten Yab, which is the name of the company that's in charge of handling this. So I don't want to talk about this, but I think before that, a bigger topic today, at least on Twitter, I see a lot of people commenting on it. I think it's a little bit more interesting to start with. I want to start talking about Suika's new customizable model. Because who would I thought, but this model brought a lot of drama because the VTuber community, quote-unquote community, always needs to complain about something. Hey Florsock, how's it going? We just started. And it's really sad because I've seen this, I saw this post pass by when it first got released, a couple of days. At first I scrolled through, and then I actually checked it out, and oh my god. It's amazing. Like, look at this. Look at this. It's actually groundbreaking. This is all the same model. You can customize everything. It's like playing dress up doll. It's made by a very popular rigger. We've mentioned them in other streams. She's also made one of Iron Mouse's model. That is one model. Yeah, you can be all different kind of animal. You can be, you know, a demon girl. You can change the breast size, the bangs. There's multiple hairstyles. You can change the colors out of everything. Is it Suika? Yeah, it is. It is. It's got so much customization. And all for the low... Look at all the outfits too. They're so cute. She installed Skyrim Race Mini for a Vtuber model. Isn't it so cool? It's like you're playing like a dress-up game or sim. And it moves so nice. It's got all the different kind of tails. Tails are particularly hard to do. At least my rigger struggled with them. And all that for the low price of 115 euros. So a lot of people are posting, they're playing with it, or they're redoing their models with it. It's very affordable. Obviously the debut was a huge success. There's like 1,453 models already sold. That's like, I'm terrible in math, but like, that's at least 167 grand, right? 167,000 euros at least. It's a steal for this quality. This will make VTubing way more accessible. Exactly. But for some reason, people have decided to have, or some people at least, have decided to have a problem with it because we can't have nice things. So, there's been complaints because the model lacks POC hairstyles, POC hairstyles, and Suika felt the need to address it. Tweeting, I feel the need to address this, the reason why there's no POC hairstyles on a model on release. I just couldn't draw them to a certain level of quality that was passable for release. Before release, I didn't have the funds to commission someone else to do it for me. So just for a little bit of background, Suika mostly does rigging. She can draw, but that's not like her first thing. That's not like her main thing. Oh yes, people are complaining, and it's worse behind the scenes. So I have funds now, and I'm in talks with artists already. I hear you. I'm trying. Now the reason why I'm not good at drawing POC hair is my entire past few years ago were just commissions. Most of it being rigging only. I barely draw. If I draw, it's for commissions. I don't get commissioned to draw POC characters. I draw for myself once in a blue moon, and my OC doesn't have POC hair. So I have absolutely zero experience. People will say you should take time to study it. I did not have time to. This will also light a fire under corporations to adapt to keep up. Never mind the fact that this will also change the indie scene and its pricing. Yeah, I want to talk about this in a bit. I definitely feel like after that there might be a demand even for like indie VTubers to have customizations on their model. You know, like if I commission a new model but I want to have different hairstyles or different, you know, just customization. More options. We love options. So she goes on to say, people will say you should have time to study it and not have time to study anything. When things happens that delay work, you're too busy grinding hard to meet deadlines. There's not much time to try new things. You stick to your usual routine. I've talked about this to other riggers last year. Like I said, here I was stuck in a rut for a long time. And this is a conversation between Stella and another rigger. Hi Dying Light and Red Prods, and your latest draw is going crazy on Twitter right now. I feel a thing about the same strategy routine. I only changed stuff up to this year and my ranking method is very different from before. I feel like when you're too swamped with delayed commission, there's no time to try out new stuff. So I was stuck in a rut for a long time. Sad emote. And I feel that. Feel that too. Hi TikTok user. I can't read your name, but hi. Never did I think or say I was too uncomfortable to draw POC hair. Never did I think or say I wouldn't draw POC hair. I'm just not good at it. Yet. I need time to study art more in general, anatomy too. I have it now. After the success of the model, my life won't be full of commissions anymore for a while. I am, however, not able to start my art study journey quite yet. I'm busy doing bug fixing and a huge amount of tech support for the model currently. Oh, Aiden, nice to meet you. Dude, the bug supports that must come with that must be insane. We just started the stream, Ginger Lover, so it seems pretty bad. She addresses it more in a second. We're going through all of this. There's a lot to go through. There's a lot of comments, a lot of discussion on Twitter. Like even if you look at your tab, like trending topic, that Grok puts together. It's crazy that the AI does that. This is like on top of the list. So basically, she's going to commission somebody else to draw the hair now with some of the profits that she's got with the model. And she's saying, I'm asking someone else to draw their hair. If you want me to draw it, then I wouldn't be able to release POC hair until way later in the year. I don't want to make you guys wait that long, so please cut me some slack. I'm trying to give people what they want. The reason why I blocked some people is because they were being hostile towards me and spun my words to paint me in a bad picture. You cannot hold that against me. This is all I have to say on the matter. Thank you for reading. So there are some people that are being mean to her and they're being hostile to the point where she's had to block them. What's your favorite anime? Ooh, that's a tough one. I really like Blue Exorcist right now. It's crazy that they're complaining. And another problem, so beside people complaining about the POC heart, about the POC hair, is people are also abusing her toss, and they were giving away her model's files during raffles they were holding on Twitter. So from what my understanding is that she did allow some raffles, but only in the way that like you'd have to I'm given, how can I explain this? Let's say I do a raffle and I would follow her toss. It would be that I would be donating that amount of money so somebody can go purchase it. But you don't go around and share the files, because then, you know, that person can share the file with other people. So she's had to tweet again saying, from now on, giveaways from my models are against TOS. People are abusing it and I will not allow any more giveaways. So yeah, they were kind of... Some people were legit giving away the entire model files on Twitter. The only thing you were allowed to do is to give away the funds for somebody to go purchase it directly off of her, or to donate it to her Ko-fi. So there's this made some users have to take down their giveaways, even the ones that were following the original rules, such as Maple and Spina. Maple tweeting, "Hi, unfortunately, others decided to take advantage of and abuse Suika's kindness, so I have taken down my giveaway. I'm sorry to everyone who was excited. I'll make it up to you all and do another giveaway for something else. Just give me some time to figure out what. And here, Spina is saying, hi, I'm sorry to everyone that entered my giveaway. I took down the post out of respect of Suika. Please feel free to unfollow for those who did just for the giveaway. Thank you so much. And this person, Sue, Vtuber Princess, is adding to the conversation saying, the giveaways had to be in the form of money to buy the model. From memory, that's what you said. Some did not respect the rule, and it's so sad. And Suika responded, yes, apparently people aren't listening to that. There's no way of me actually knowing what goes on behind the scenes, so I decided to put a stop to all giveaways. And honestly, I think that will simplify things. Hi. Yeah, imagine giving away a custom pre-made. I mean, even if that wasn't the TOS, I think it's a pretty lousy thing to do. Suika goes on to add, this model release was a blessing but also a curse. I'm trying to make as many people happy as possible, but I still get hate. I'm called a racist, a bigot. I don't deserve money for over a year of work. And what I can do to make things better, I think it's impossible. Oh, did I get a Momaoko raid? Welcome everybody, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're just going over this people, you know, being angry at Suika for her new groundbreaking model. It just blows my mind that people are still angry about this, you know? And she later went on to tweet again, I'm sorry for the abrupt stream end. I decided to take some time off Twitter. I will keep doing tech support on Ko-fi and VGen and the model server. Thank you so much, guys. And then again, another tweet saying, thank you everyone for the kind messages. I see you, I appreciate you. I promise I'm not only focusing on the bad feedback. My heart is full due to people enjoying the model. My server is full of people helping each other out. Every kind action matters and doesn't go unnoticed. I mean, she's definitely the kind of person that cares about these things, so it must hurt to have some people hold that against her. I mean, she's not even Caucasian. I think she has Filipino heritage. I saw that in another one of her tweets. She also says that she suffered some forms of racism back in the past. However, she noted, I'm paraphrasing her, but she said something like, maybe not as much as like black people. But, so she definitely, you know, she cares about these issues, so it hurts that people are accusing her of all these, you know, terrible things. Yeah, you hate to see it. Some people ruin the fun for everybody, really. She mentioned on stream that she was the only non-white person in a classroom in Germany. No way. Wow. She also said, it's a bag of mixed emotions. It's exciting, it's exhausting, it makes my heart feel fluffy and warm when I see people's customization. I get sad when people send me hate. It's not all bad, and I won't let it discourage me from keep going. So she is getting a lot of backlash for this. I can't help but feel that some of it is a bit of jealousy. There's more to come. This person replied to her saying, Suika going through so much shit upon her model creator release is actually fucking insane. She's an independent creator, a one-man show. She did her best and put as much as she could. What the actual fuck is wrong with this community? I saw her talk about that on stream. What else did she say, Dean? This person called Finia Mommy Shark. I think we covered something with her involved in one of my previous videos. There was some beef between her and she was either the artist or the client. I don't know. She tweets, I'm all for the new customizable model. It's gorgeous and I want her too. But it's being so overused and now you all look the same. It's like I keep seeing the same person on my timeline. This person QWordT this post saying 010 rage bait. Genuinely, what was the point of saying this out loud? You can't insult Suika and her hundreds of hours of hard work, then compliment her to save face. Less than 1% of VTubers have this model. You're seeing it a lot because it's new and good. Let people enjoy it. I think people are just playing it around or posting it on Twitter right now to showcase it, but that doesn't mean that everybody is going to use it. Like, my friend bought it just to fuck around with it. Yeah, it's been out for 4 days. Can people chill? You remember her? Yup. Yeah. And then this person is replying to the post saying, there was no insult there. At worst, the wording was bad, but Finia isn't wrong. And this person's saying, guys, if you're gonna recreate your model with... That's what I'm saying. For some reason, there is so much drama with this model. It's not Suika's fault at all, but man. Hi, Thunderstorm. This person is saying, guys, if you're gonna recreate your model with the Suika one, that's cool, but please don't post side by side saying stuff like, I'm so happy I can finally look how I want, and stuff like that. Holy moly. Your original VTuber mamas and papas worked hard to make you look good too. Well, now, some people are angry at people posting that because it's disrespectful to your like original L2D mom or dad. The thing is it's a very high quality drawing. It's a very high quality model for a very cheap price. And I bet a lot of people would have wanted to look like that. Obviously, you need to still be respectful about it, you know, to your original modeler. But I also get it that, like, you know, you want to look how you pictured it to be. But, yeah, maybe you word it in a more polite way, a more respectful tone. It's more appropriate. Thank you, Casual MTG. Yeah, people are messing around with it because it's a new tool and that's the whole point. That's why Shy Lily always said she doesn't look better with every new model reveal, she just looks different. That's a great way to put it. Yeah, Shy Lily is always very good at, you know, navigating the VTuber community. She uses like the right words and everything. Thank you, Papi, for the lovely model compliment. Okay, one more person complaining. One more person complaining here. This VTuber, or actually this is a VTuber manager and an artist called Haru saying, I'm slightly just a tiny bit worried for entrance level artists trying to make VTuber models. Don't get me wrong, I love the newly released, extremely popular model, and I fully agree that it deserves all the attention it's been garnering. The artist behind it worked hard. But, I'm joking, the but isn't here yet. As of now, it's revolutionary. It's amazing. Beautiful art. Makes the entry level for VTubing much lower, and I love that. I just really hope it doesn't spark into a wave of people trying to make customizable models and dropping it into really cheap costs for personal gain. There's gonna be people who see it as an opportunity to earn big bucks, and that's concerning. Because we hate money. No, I'm joking. She goes on to say, it just has a huge potential into becoming something that may be dangerous, and I pray not. I'm sure there'll always be people who are excited and willing to support the smaller artists, so I sure as heck hope it's me overthinking this. If you read this, please, if you're able to financially afford it, do continue supporting the artists you come across. So, yeah, now we don't like it because it's making the VTuber entry level too accessible. It's too affordable. First of all, I always think there's going to be a market for a customizable model that you get to pick and choose every single detail of it, something that represents you. I'm using customizable here, just not in the way that Suika's model is working. I'm just saying, like, a full-on custom model, there's always going to be VTubers that will want that. The toggle customizable models, like the pre-built models that they sell with multiple options, that's going to be like purchasing, you know, an asset template off Etsy, you know? When you first start off and you don't have a lot of budget for your stream setup, you're not gonna go get like the $200 package of VGen for your overlays. You're just gonna buy like the cheap Etsy one, and the artist there, I mean, they draw it once and they leave it on their page or on their shop, and it's like passive income for them. So it's good for the artist and it's good for the clients. I think this is the same here. And also when we talk about affordable prices, there's already cheap models being made. They're on Booth, or they're made by, you know, artists that live in third world country, or artists that Asian artists, where VTuber models are much more popular, so the price goes down because there's more competition. Besides that, I mean, VTuber models are expensive. Like, that's not a secret. And it does make the barrier to entry for a lot of VTubers or wannabe VTubers hard. So it's good for them to have lower priced options so they can play around and see if they like it. If this model existed a few years ago when a few of my friends wanted to get into VTubing, I even had an editor that wanted to get into VTubing, I would have sent them that model to buy. I'd be like, start with this. And it's such a good model to start with. Elfie raid! Wow, Elfie! Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you guys. How was the stream? Elphilia, hope you had a great stream, guys. Welcome everybody. We're just talking about Suika's amazing new groundbreaking model. But there's tons and tons and tons of people complaining about it. It's created so much drama. I feel really bad for Suika about this one. Thank you for the gifted sub, Onslaught. Thank you so much. I hope somebody, you know, gets to catch that one. She did it all alone, and it was probably a monumental task. But this person, Haru, goes on to say, stop trying to start drama out of nothing. There's already been plenty of customizable models. Yes, but none as successful as this. And when something succeeds, you draw good and bad eggs. There's nothing wrong with acknowledging the possibilities. In fact, not talking about it makes it even more dangerous. Yeah, but you really picked your time to talk about it and just, like, I don't know, pile on to the entire issue. New sub offered by NHK to Elphilia. Nice, nice. Thank you. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. Hi, Brian. What's up? She continues to say, sorry, let me further elaborate. Yes, customizable models have been around for a while, but I'm super, super worried that corpos and big names are gonna see it as a business opportunity. I mean, yes, but so what? So with everything. The second point Haru makes is actually an issue, especially with Niji's business model. I don't think Niji will start buying one customizable model and like changing it or like applying it to all of their livers like copy paste because it's not different enough. But yeah, I mean, if there is more competition and there's more people that enter the market for that, the overall price of models might go down. But the really good artists, I mean, the artists that are in demand, they're always going to make money off of that. And some artists, like most of the artists that I contact, they're fully booked. They don't even have a spot for more people. So we can always use more artists. Niji would make an in-house version of that? Yeah, probably. Accelerate the models. Yeah, I think it wouldn't be a good look for Niji if they did that. The biggest problems I see in the long run are IP related. If you would want to do merch, it gets tricky. I haven't taken a look at her TOS, and that's a really good point. We can probably take a look at her TOS for another stream, because this stream is already going to be decently long. Yep, even the artist I have in line to make my perm model is booked. I have to wait just to get on the standby list, but she's worth the wait. Ooh, I'm excited to see what you come up with. Yeah, a lot of artists are fully booked. I've even contacted like 2 or 3 artists recently. It wasn't for a VTuber model, but just for illustrations, and another one for music, and they were all fully booked. Like, they'll take only the large corpo commissions. They're not, or they're, a lot of the time, they're already booked with their previous clients, and their previous clients, they want assets, they want, you know, a new outfit for their model, so they're kind of forced to prioritize those. Hey, Blade. Been a while, but concert refund once again, twice now. How long after the first cancelled event? I do not wish for Niji to go bankrupt, but at the same time, there is no hope for a chance of redemption out of a Niji loophole. Really, there's something that happens with them every single week. It's just insane that there's an apology letter like at least once a month that comes out. I might be wrong, don't quote me on that number, but I'm just saying, I feel like it pops up on my feed way too often. I haven't gone through the Niji segment yet, so we'll get to that in a few, after I'm done with this. Your model is adorable, thank you, Austin. Accelerate the apologies. That's so funny. I'm actually working on my mock-up mood boards. You know, that could be a good stream idea. I kind of want to show people how to do mood boards for their models. I kind of want to do... I do feel like there's not a lot of like content creators in my audience, or like people that want to get into VTubing. I know there's a few, but not that much, but I do want to give like some advice on what I learned so far in my journey, at least. And I want to switch off the stream a little bit. Tomorrow, we have a free run stream where we're gonna watch free run. It was voted above One Piece, so the One Piece Watch along idea is kaput. It's kaput, so I don't need to hold back. I'm just gonna watch 20 episodes tonight. I haven't watched Freerun yet. No, and I haven't. And I see like Twitter always being angry at Freerun. I don't know why. Oh my god, Arata, thank you for all the roses. Thank you so much. Yeah, every time I made a poll with Freerun, it's always like just won the poll. So yeah, we're gonna watch it tomorrow. I'm gonna put like a timer on stream. So people that come in during the stream, they can catch up to the episode. And yeah. Yeah, and just okay. Let me just finish this topic. Pretty Tail, love it. Yes, fluffy. Alright, so this one person is replying to Haru, stating it's not an issue. You already had cheap public high quality models from Chinese artists being sold for far less, and there were already a few good customizable models out. At the end of the day, a customizable model won't fit people's lore, and they will have to get a new model made. And you know what, I agree with this. And also, there's customizable template for everything. For, again, if I use the example of the overlay assets, they have that. They have that. And the market hasn't crashed because of it. It hasn't changed that much. She says, I'm just worried that the big studios tried to jump in on this after seeing the success, lol. Somebody else replies, oh, for sure, we're gonna see a wave of customizable models like Suika. You can see the number of sales on her Ko-fi. You know the price. 500,000 in a week. 500,000? Wait, how did he get to 500,000? I only got to 167,000. I'd been infinitely more surprised if it's not the case. She says, right, my biggest concern are studios trying to jump in on this. And then Lillian says, customizable / pre-made models have been around for a while. Suika stand out because of the quality of the work. Rather than seeing it as lowering the bar of entry, I see it as a way to encourage others to do something that also stands out in its own way. I agree with this. Hi, Prince Omega, how's it going? Yeah, kudos to her. Ton and ton of people are commenting on the situation. The fact that Suika can spend so much time, effort, and consideration into making and maintaining a highly customizable model for VTubers, yet still get backlash for being too successful, not being POC enough, not being plus size enough. Wait, there's also people complaining about not being plus size enough? Oh my god. To name just a few things, it's so upsetting to see. Some of y'all need to get off Suika about adding more to what she's already given with the model. Of course, more options would be great, but it is one person doing the art, cutting and rigging, and already taking care of any problems going on with the current model. Chill out. Blossom, a VTuber, is saying, PSA, no more Suika models giveaways. Are you fucking serious? You guys couldn't respect her TOS and not give away her files? This beautiful model, which painstakingly took years to make, which by the way usually costs around 10,000 euros minimum, comes to you for a mere 115 euros and you abuse it. It's so disappointing in the VTuber community. Yeah, give them an inch and they want to take 100 miles. Exactly. Entitled people. Just entitled. To those who still want to give away the money needed for pre-made models, I think you will have to disassociate your post with Suika's and not advertise her model directly. That way you can still support her by funding someone's dream. Thank you for wanting to support her. And please don't be insufferable about this issue. She is bringing POC hair to the model later this year and does not want to deliver a half-assed version. So many of you guys don't even understand. Stella's model are worth minimum $10,000 and you get a taste of what corporate high-quality value is at a fraction of the expense. Noor, your ideal goth girlfriend, tweeted, I saw someone acting like the Suika model is gonna put artists out of a job, but like at least 60% of the people I've seen posting the model have been either, this is a nice way to afford my dream modeler, or I'm gonna use this until I get my own model. And Sugi here is saying, it says a lot about your character that you immediately, after you got the funds, this was the first thing you thought about doing, which is commissioning an artist to draw the POC hair. You want to respect and appreciate things and people properly, and I think commissioning someone you believe will do a better job at representing what people are asking for is amazing. Go Stella. Yeah, you can't stick with this model like in the long run. If you're serious about VTubing, you're gonna need a model at some point just to secure IP rights and everything. I don't know what the IP rights are like in her toss, but I think if Nendoroy wants to do merch of you, there's gonna be issues with the other ones that like are your sisters and brothers. Someone mentioned no merch permitted. I feel like I don't think they checked her TOS. I think they just said that in chat. It might be that the merch is permitted, but it might be that it's not either. I'm not sure. I mean sisters and brothers in models. Yes, I have like sister and brothers from my L2D mama. Yeah. I shared the same mama as other VTubers. Oh, they said they read it from her TOS? I missed that comment. Really? Okay. So it's something I need to verify. Yeah, it's in her TOS that she cannot do merch with her model. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, so you will need your own model. What's POC hairstyle? I think she had a post where she posted some images. Let me show you. I didn't grab like everything I could have done. I could have grabbed more comments, but I thought that was already so much. Did she delete it? Oh, I didn't see that, but instead she'll be the one hosting giveaways from now on. And she says that she'll do a giveaway in the next week or so to make up for the fact that, you know, she took down giveaway perms for other people. I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Okay, hold up. So she says here, hi guys, I'm going to team up with an amazing artist to add some new hairstyles to the model. As I was asked to add more diversity, due to limitations and avoiding further lags for the model, I will only add 2 hairstyles. What do you guys think about these? So it's this and this. So this is what they're referring to when it comes to POC hairstyle. She says, instead of half braid, half curls, like the first picture, I'd ask the artist to do full braids. Also, I picked Manon as an example because I've been obsessed with her Cat's Eyes Touch song. You could do a separate version of the model with more diverse hairs, not with the other hair, so it's not as laggy, maybe. Then people can download that version they need. I don't know how much extra work that would be, though. No pressure to push yourself even. You've even done so much already. And she says, I'm not sure I'll be able to keep up with all the different versions the model would have. I'm going to try and figure something out. Thank you. She says, or something like these pictures. That could be another option. So, there's some pretty good ones. Somebody are suggesting this artist that's really good at drawing this kind of hairstyles, and she says that the commissions are closed, but she has checked them out. Curls are hard. Yeah, and there's Lennox here. She's a redhead. That's how you say it, right? Having 3 AB curls at some point would be amazing. What does that mean, AB? I don't know this term. But I understand POC take priority. Both of these hairstyles would look lovely on the model. Yeah, that's basically it, Pepita. Lennox is Scottish. Yes, she has a really great accent. Oh, it's a texture type of curls. Okay, I see. I'm a reindeer. Anyway, back to this. Now on to the... Oh, it's now in slideshow mode. We're screwed this way. Anyway, this is why we can't have nice things. Hopefully the backlash does die down, because it's silly. It's just silly things. Now onto the Nijisanji segment of the stream. So, Nijisanji released a statement today that garnered 27 million views. It's huge. Actually huge. It's pretty long. So let's read it. Apology and important notice regarding Nijisanji Festival 2025 tickets. For the 4 Nijisanji Fest 2025 hall events that implemented advanced lotteries for individual fan clubs members, there was some omission in the lottery operation of Rakuten tickets. In the ticket sales company, we have outsourced through... So basically, Nijisanji hired Rakuten to sell the tickets for their Nijisanji Fest 2025, and they've had issues with it. Through repeated reporting by our company, we have come to the realization that there were issues where lottery applicants were forcibly invalidated under certain conditions. Since the end of last year, we have received multiple inquiries from you regarding this issue, and have repeatedly checked with Rakuten Ticket to see if the operation of the ticket lottery was operating normally. And as of December 2024, we received a response that no problems or malfunctions had occurred. So they checked not long ago, but on Wednesday, February 12th, 2025, We received a sudden change of response from Rakuten, stating that there was an oversight in the operation of the lottery, and the specifications were such that this issue occurred. And basically, Rakuten announced... Okay, wait, I'm just gonna read it because I'm getting ahead of myself and I'm gonna confuse you guys. We deeply regret that the ticket lottery applications of fans who supported our affiliated live streamers and who had hoped to participate in this event were not treated as valid in this way, and that this was only discovered shortly before the event took place, despite repeated confirmation with Rakuten tickets. Additionally, in our recent announcement, apologies and additional ticket sales regarding Ishimantera Salme First Live, this is another announcement I have here. We reported that tickets were unsold. There were unsold tickets available due to the mistake made by Rakuten regarding the sales of tickets for the event. So, basically what happened is that Rakuten website had a fuck up and they announced her concert as sold out. But it wasn't sold out. There was tons of free seats still available. So I think they're gonna lose like a bunch of money, and it sucks because you're telling this VTuber, hey, your concert is sold out. This is huge, you know, huge news, time to celebrate. And then it's not. And then you also have less people in the crowd. Like, you get double penalized for it. Hear me, subject of Ymir. Yes, I'd love to be a titan. So now Nijisanji is saying that we're aware that multiple incidents have occurred in a short period of time due to the negligence on the part of Rakuten Ticket Company and resulting in inconvenience to everyone. We believe this is a serious situation and are requesting that Rakuten Ticket Company takes responsible action. We would like to offer our deepest apologies to those who were unsuccessful due to this incident. In response to this situation, we have decided to send gifts of apology and provide partial refunds to those affected, as detailed below. So there's some refunds incoming. When did Rakuten turn into a ticket vendor? I don't know. What kind of website are they actually is? Are they actually like Amazon, like you guys are saying? As mentioned above, we received a report of this... a report. There's some words that I used to pronounce correctly, and now I'm mispronouncing for some reason. I don't get it. Oh, they're big in Japan and they're merchandiser normally? I know they're the ones that did the NBA collab merch. Oh, they're like a marketplace. Oh. So now they're saying, as mentioned above, we received a report of this incident from Rakuten Tickets Company on Wednesday, and before that situation came to light as announced recently, when they did that apology and additional ticket sales regarding Salome's First Live, we have been preparing to make an announcement as soon as possible. But as of noon on Saturday, February 15, when we announced the apology and additional ticket sales regarding Salome's First Live, we had not yet received the exact number of people affected by this incident and the number of cases from Rakuten Tickets. And so we have made our announcement in the order shown in this list to avoid reporting uncertainties about the details of this incident and our response policy. We sincerely apologize to anyone who was dissatisfied with the order of the publication, and we ask for your understanding. Attached below is a detailed report regarding the sending of apology gifts and partial refunds, as well as how this incident was discovered and our future policy. Huge mess up, huge blunder. Just gonna suck. The investors are gonna hate that too. It's not Nijisanji's fault here, it's really Rakuten's mess up, but it just feels like there's yaps everywhere they go. How long has the Aster thing gone on for now? Like 2 months, I think? It's a partial refund, not a full refund. Yeah. Rakuten themselves have issued their own apology. I'm not sure if this came after or before the announcement. Oh, it came after. 10 minutes after Nijisanji made the announcement, Rakuten kind of came between, you know, their tails between their leg, and they're kind of doing the uwu sign. And they're like, apology regarding ticket sales for Nijisanji Fest 2025. We deeply apologize for the inconvenience and concern caused by our mistake in this matter. Read the full story here. Wait, I don't have the full story. Okay, so they're saying the details of this, that's the full story? I can't even scroll down. Read the full story here. Clicks on it, it's like one more sentence. You could have put that in the tweet, you know, instead of making me click on your link. The details of this incident are as announced by Any Color today. But we have also confirmed that there were inadequate settings in the operation of the ticket lottery, a delay in detecting the problem, and that the problem was not properly reported to the relevant parties. We regard this matter as a serious problem, and we will review and improve our operations in an effort to prevent a recurrence. We deeply apologize to all the fans, performers, and other related parties for the inconvenience caused this has caused. Sorry, for the inconvenience and concern this has caused. We would like to extend our apologies to those who were unable to attend the event due to this matter. Just gonna grab some water before we go on. And Unicolor made another statement saying, changes to ticket sales details for events hosted by our company. We are currently considering changing the play guide for the following performance. We will be reviewing the application details. Mito Tsukino's second solo live called Paper Rabbit. The Tsukino Mito first mini album, Serial Advanced Lottery, was scheduled to start on Wednesday, February 19, 2025, which is tomorrow, but the application acceptance will be postponed. In addition, due to the above, the details will change and the information on the special website will be temporarily made private. And for Rough Mayo, Limitless, we're currently working on setting up the Rough Mayo second mini album Momentum lottery to start on Wednesday, March 26, 2025, but due to the above, the details will change and the information on the special website will be temporarily made private. As soon as the new sale details for both products are decided, we will announce them on the special website and officially X. And the serial codes enclosed in the album will still be usable to purchase tickets for each performance. If you plan to use them, please keep them in a safe place. We deeply apologize for any inconvenience caused to the audience who were looking forward to this performance. 5.3 million views for that one. That's a shit ton of views. There is one more announcement that I missed. Although I did summarize it for you guys, so I don't know if we need to read it. I'm trying to find it. Where did they post it? Oh, it's here. They've also had issues with their merch. For the Niji's Fest merch. Announcement regarding goods. Regarding the pre-sale of Nijisanji Fest 2025 good, we would like to inform you that after discussions with the executive community, we have decided to take the following measures regarding some of the products and would like to apologize for the inconvenience and distress caused by defective products. So they've had defective products. Always love your comment, Rima. Thank you! Who would win, a ghost and a booty hunter, or multi used to be billion-dollar heavy industry giant? Nah, I'd win. So they're changing a few things. The random clear cards, they found defects found in the class color design. And the cards will be available for exchange at the counter at the venue on the day of the Nijisanji Fest 2025. The Voltation First Live acrylic stands on the day of the Nijisanji Fest event. You can exchange it for one that has been remanufactured by our company using a different method at the venue counter, or we will exchange it by mail after the event. And there's also the t-shirts. We will remanufacture all products that meet the original size standards and ship them again. Wait, so they didn't meet the original size standards? However, we will not be able to deliver the manufacturer's items by the day of the Nijisanji Fest 2025 event. Therefore, we will be distributing free Velcro extension parts on the back of the Niji Poppy t-shirts to customers attending Nijisanji Fest. They're gonna do Velcro extension for the back of the t-shirts? How does that work? You just go with the front of the t-shirt and they like strap it together in the back? This is the first apology. As a result of an inventory error, some seats that should have been sold at I don't know how to pronounce it, Ichiyaku Mintebara Salome First Live, My Fair Lady, were not sold. We are very sorry. Although it is urgent, additional seats will be sold from 6 p.m. today. And this... is this it? Yeah, now they're saying there's additional tickets because they're like kind of rushing. They have less time now to sell all of these seats. This is the apology that we're talking about in the thing we read. Apology and additional ticket sales regarding Salome's First Live. For this event, Rakuten Tickets, the company we have commissioned to sell tickets, have reported that tickets had sold out, but we have now discovered that there were in fact a considerable number of unsold seats. They really got so that's why I think Nijisanji is delaying the other lotteries, because they're like, we want to make sure this time your system is properly working, because they're losing so much money off of that. Below we will explain the details of the incident and the response policy we have taken in response to it. Regarding the sale of ticket for the hall event of Salome, although we had received a report from Rakuten that the tickets had been sold out, it was discovered on Friday that due to an error in their inventory settings, a considerable amount of tickets had in fact not been sold. We would like to take this opportunity to offer our deepest apologies to all customers, hereinafter and after referred to as victims. It's like this is written like a contract. Who were unsuccessful in the general and individual fan club advanced lottery and Rakuten ticket advanced lottery applications due to this incident. In addition, tickets will be obstructed views will be upgraded to standard seats. In response to this situation, we'll be selling additional tickets at short notice as follows. We apologize for the inconvenience this may have caused, as the event date is fast approaching, but we sincerely hope that you will be able to attend. Assistance for those who are affected. To those who do not have tickets, we apologize for the inconvenience, but we ask that you please read the information on additional general sales below and purchase your tickets. And for those who have purchased tickets through the general or individual fan club advanced lottery, I wonder if you get more perks if you join their fan club properly. They're saying that Rakuten ticket advanced lottery general sales, first come first serve, or resale, excluding obstructed view seats, are not eligible, so we ask that you simply come to the venue. And for those who have seats with obstructed views, we'll provide you with seats that have been upgraded to regular reserved seats. So yeah, I wonder if Salome has spoken about it. Bro, her name is difficult. No, she kind of just announced her live. Her art is so good. Oh yeah, she did say something. This is an important notice for those who have joined the fan club and tried hard to get tickets for the live concert. Thank you for joining the fan club, and we will not let it go to waste. She's retweeted this. Due to a flaw in the Plays Guide settings, 1 ticket per person was allowed for all dates at the beginning of the sales, but now it has been changed to 1 ticket per person for each date. Yo, this is such a mess. We apologize for the inconvenience, and we apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused. Bro. Poor Salome, I know that those words are meant with kind feelings, thank you very much, but it's okay now. There's no way I could feel sorry for you with such wonderful people and such wonderful colleagues. A smiling face, a happy young lady, let's have fun on the day. I mean, it's kind of ironic that a lot of people are speaking out about this. Because there was a few GP talents, you know, talking about this, and there's a lot of angry people at Rakuten, but no one said anything about the... No one said anything about the other things. There's a lot of angry fans in the comment of Rakuten's post saying, so that means if we go back in time, there could be many more incidents like this one? Can you wash it all away, please? If nothing had happened before, this would be a human error or something done intentionally. But it's equipment, right? If so, there must be other things, right? Please explain everything to me. It's highly questionable that Rakuten has created a situation that undermines the trust between consumers and event companies. yet has not mentioned any guarantees or response whatsoever. This is not a fire on the other side of the river, but the source of the fire is over there. And it's unbearable to hear this argument while the affected parties are scrambling to respond. Rakuten is also the one in charge of the NBA merge collaboration. There was also some backlash, well, not some backlash, but some criticism over this collab because Rakuten does not distribute in America. And they used a lot of English-speaking livers in this one. So if you're somebody from the States or from Canada, for example, or just from that side of the world, and you're a fan of one of those livers and you purchased the merch you wanted to purchase the merch to encourage them, you couldn't. You simply couldn't. I'm out of water already. I'm gonna go get some water, then I want to talk about vCard. Because, well, today on my second channel, the video about vCards already come out, but we've spoken about this, like, what is it, like a week and a half ago now? They revamped a lot of the rules. I want to go over them. But I want to get some water real quick first, so be right back. Thank you for the rose, Anime King. vCard, bro, who named it that? Oh, by the way, there was a really funny comment on my video, and somebody was saying, I'm out here molding because Rima keeps saying a TCG card game, and it's TCG game. Shaking my head. Basically, throughout the entire stream, I was saying trading card game, card game. Trading card game, card game. So, this is a breakdown made by somebody who was a judge in a previous judge in other like TCG card games. I said it again, in other TCG games tournaments. Who's made this breakdown in our Discord server. If you want to be part of the discussions or you have ideas as what to follow, what you want me to cover, make sure to join the Discord, discord.gg/Rima. It's TCGs, just say TCGs. Okay, I'll just say TCGs. So they've updated the rules. The prize pool is now optional, so no need to give away your cards on discard. But the problem is that the Guardian cards were clearly designed with the prize pool mechanic in mind. So those rule change made the Guardian card useless. And this is a Water Guardian card. It says if you lose the current round, return your Water Power level card to your hand. And they've come up with this new rule change, new cards. Dude, the art is amazing though. I looked up the artist who made it. It's an amazing artist. Yeah, they're super pretty. So yeah, this is the rules. There's been a few other videos made on this. I thought I had it open. Oh, yeah, this is a note for myself to remember to watch the video. So Nova, Aokami, and a Yu-Gi-Oh YouTuber have done a video where they they try to play the game, and it's apparently very painful to watch. It's 45 minutes long, so we won't watch it, but it's got 91k views. And the title is "There is just no way anyone thought this was a good idea, playing vCard with Nova Aokami." So yeah. So even like pros and experts, but goddamn, the game and the board look so good. Why couldn't Pokemon TCG look that good? Instead we got this goofy ass UI. Yeah, they wanted to make a cool collectible and it looks like the rules were an afterthought. That was the biggest criticism. And now they're trying to fix that in reverse, but it's very difficult to accomplish. Oh, it's definitely worth getting if you're a fan of those VTubers, if you just want to have beautiful, nice things. Like I have Sakura card captors, you know, tarot cards, and they're just on my display shelf, and they look, you know, fabulous. They look great. I have like a few like sets of tarot cards, so I'm sure this is the same kind of thing, you know, just collectible like hockey cards or baseball cards. Yeah. This other person, we watched his video last time, and he made a follow-up video. It says, "Is vCard TCG a good collectible?" And the title is "No, not really." It's fairly long though, so I'm not sure we'll have the time to watch all of it. But I am curious. Should we watch it? .5 speed? Oh yeah, I guess we could put it on 1.5 speed. I have another topic after that, so stick around for the other topic too. Oh, this guy also responded to my video, and he said that if I have any question, I can just hit him up. Pretty nice guy. Sorry. I was replying to a work email. Fuck. It's always during my stream. Like, I do my stream earlier now, so I can not be so late for like the EU people. But that also means that my work keeps calling me because it's with business hours, and I didn't have that problem for like for my old 8 p.m. streams.
Hey there, card folk, Speed Robo here, once again with another video about vCard. Now, you might be thinking, Speed Robo, why are we talking about vCard again? What else could there possibly be to discuss after your initial reactions video? Well, shockingly, there's a lot, and there's a lot that I do want to discuss. And there's been some happenings from
background music, thank you.
In the past few days that I do think are worthy of discussing. Additionally, there's a lot of things that are worth talking about that I didn't have a chance to talk about in my past 2 videos on vCard. And that's because both of those past videos were essentially initial reactions, quick looks at the game. They weren't my usual deep dive and analysis that I provide on this channel through my series such as Exploring Card Game Design. And that's what this video is here to do for vCard. My last 2 videos were completely unscripted. I went in blind. This one I have a script outline for, and we've got a pretty good idea of the topics we want to discuss today, and we're going to go forward with that. Additionally, I would like to use this time here today to answer some questions that have come up in the comment section of my previous work and discuss them here in a video with everyone. So the first thing I want to talk about is, right away, one of those questions in the comment section. And one of the most frequent pieces of feedback we got is, Speed Robo, you yourself even said in your initial vCard video back when you looked at 3 different VTuber TCGs that there was no gameplay. This product was clearly not built for the gameplay or around the gameplay or about the gameplay. It was basically just there as a token placeholder to call it a trading card game, even though it's really just baseball cards for VTubers. And given that this is just a collectible, I'm not too sure why you're so upset, right? And vCard, no one cares about the gameplay. It's just a collectible, so the gameplay doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how bad it is, right? Well, the issue with that is that vCard, it doesn't even work that well as a collectible. And this is the card gallery is a page that we didn't look at all in my previous video. And after the fact, I went and I looked at it with one of my good friends, Jacob Jones, and we analyzed it. And we came to the realization of, based on this card gallery, oh crap, vCard isn't even a good collectible for the people that want to collect VTuber baseball cards. And there's several reasons to do that. To jump in immediately and discuss that, this is the errata list. There's a lot on here. And the big one that is an issue is the height measurements. I can understand why, again, just looking at this through the lens of it being a collectible, why the people just collecting it to have a nice collector's piece for the VTubers that they like wouldn't care at all about these gameplay erratas. Oh, there's another one. But this is something that, if I was a collector, I would care about a lot. If I really wanted the Neander's cards, and it had incorrect measurements for that VTuber, like blatantly incorrect measurements, things that you can look up and know are wrong, I would not be happy with that product. This kind of fails as a collector's item at that point. And it's one of those things that if they sent the cards over to the VTubers that they were based on for proofreading, this should have been caught and corrected very quickly and easily. I'm not sure how they messed up 7 different measurements for 7 different VTubers for this first edition print run.
Okay. But how does that even work? Like the height measurements on cards? It's like scaling? It's like they have to look smaller in the cards? How did they mess up also the measure? They probably didn't ask them. They like they got them off the internet maybe? I don't know. I don't know. That's so okay.
That's not a very good look. And then of course there's apparently an entire test card has been seeded. That's new information.
What? A manufacturing test card has been mistakenly included in some booster packs. That's super rare though. If you get a test card, you're like, damn, you should buy a lottery ticket.
I wasn't here last time I checked. No idea how that happens. Again, I'm somebody who actually works in the TCG industry and on the manufacturing side, and I've never even heard of this happening, to be frank. I don't even know how that could happen. And then if there's 2 gameplay erratas, and we can discuss those later, but this was the first thing I wanted to bring up of like, hey, if you're just getting this for...
Yo, like, Dokibird being 5'2", that's insanely tiny. She's short.
Piece, and what you care about is the
she looks tall.
Well, they've already flopped that. Then moving on to the actual card gallery, while I feel some of this artwork on the mascots is of limited quality, I can understand art's subjective and it's supposed to be cheating, and that's fine. My issue, and I did bring this up in the previous video that I made, my initial reaction video, but the very...
It could be nice if they had some shiny cards too.
Explicit and continuous asset reuse, if I was a collector, would annoy me. Like, you know, what am I paying you guys for? I'm paying you for a nice art piece with some information on my VTuber on it. And you're not doing a good job of supplying that, right?
Because they do have the heights on the cards. Oh, that's a huge blunder then. Yeah, that is a huge blunder.
Exact same artwork. And while, yes, this one's full art, and so I guess that's fine,
that's
it comes
better.
off as lazy with how frequently they reuse that artwork. And, I mean, this is consistent across all of the 8s and 9s. Level 8 card, level 9 card, same art. Like,
they could have made the higher level cards like shiny, like they do with the Pokemon TCG one. They do have shiny cards?
If this was actually a TCG made by a small indie team with a limited budget, would I be upset about this? No. If this was a game that was focused on the gameplay over the artwork and collectability, would I be bringing this up as a negative? Probably not.
They do have shiny cards from what I've
seen. This is a multi-million-dollar company.
Thank you,
partnering
Pepita.
with multi-million-dollar celebrities. They should be providing better than this to their fans. And that, I think, is the problem. The next issue that I have, and I want to pull up this card, as it's a very good example of this issue. The flavor text is so poorly written that it, genuinely to me, it reads like you typed in the first part of a sentence. And
wait, what is the flavor text? Is this here? Power is a strong word. However, chaotic tendencies are top notch. Follow-up through is dubious. Still don't know what's in the gas. Shouldn't be, however, comma? What the hell is this grammar?
For the rest of the flavor text, you just mashed the center option on your phone's predictive text algorithm. I'm going to read this one out loud. And if you understand what it's saying, comment down below, but I want to make it clear. I won't believe you. Power is a strong word, comma, however, period. Chaotic tendencies are top-notch, comma. Follow dash through is dubious, period. Still don't know what's in the gas. What the fuck
I don't know either. I don't know what's in the gas.
Huh? I don't know. And I've briefly glossed over the quality of the artwork, and, you know...
No, ChatGPT wouldn't have made that grammar mistake. It wasn't made by ChatGPT. If ChatGPT wrote it, it would have been better, that's for sure.
Artists about their work, and again, art is subjective, but this is another good example of artwork that I find to be...
They should have used Grammarly.
What I would want as a collectible. It is hard for me to tell what's going on here. Like, is he doing the splits? Like, it's just the perspective's so weird. I do not care for this. I do not care for this at all. Yeah, if I was a fan, I would be upset. I just, it just is not doing well collectible-wise.
This is a VTubers too?
There's another card that I want to bring up, flavor text-wise, and explicitly highlight, because this card makes a, not even Game Design 101, but a Game Design...
but the art, though, it's so nice.
Preschool mistake. Like, this is something that, if you wanted to start learning game design and you typed in, like, card game design videos, you'd come across Mark Rosewater's very famous talk, and this is actually something that he explicitly brings up. So if we read her flavor text, Mega loves to laugh and make silly jokes. Please be aware that she is weak to grass and should never touch it. Weakness, electric.
Ha! Please be aware that she's weak to grass and should never touch it. She's weak to electric type. They blundered. And they gotta redo that too. Ain't no way!
Yeah, don't do that. That is a very rookie level entry mistake. If your card says it's weak to grass, it should be weak to grass, not have a different weakness. And that's kind of the entire vibe that vCard brings to the table.
Quality control was on vacation, I guess. But you know what? I forgive her, because the art's too good.
It being a lazy rush job that no one on the team even bothered to do 30 seconds of research into the industry they decided to just bumble their way into. And I guess they didn't have to, right? I guess they didn't have to. Their first edition sold out. It worked. Trying was apparently not required. So the next thing I wanted to bring up in the
It's quite a bit of fumble. Reminds me of those terrible counterfeit Yu-Gi-Oh card I've seen with the awful English. It's like when you try to buy a counterfeit perfume. I saw those in New York once, and it's called Dolce and Gabbana instead of Dolce and Gabbana.
Card gallery was how much pack filler there is, and how, again, if I'm here to collect the VTuber cards, this would annoy me. There's 5 Guardian cards, again, all using the same artwork, 5 Shield cards, again, all using the same artwork, that have nothing to do with the VTubers I'm looking for. I don't want this. I don't want any of that. Some of these other support cards, sure, are, like, related to other celebrities. Sure, okay, but... I'm here for the VTubers.
You mean like filter-wise in the card gallery website?
This is getting in the way. And then the support cards actually bring me to another topic, which is the flavor text, again, worded extremely weirdly. So is the effect text. Your opponent reveals their current hand to you. Genuinely, I would struggle to come up with a wordier way to say, look at your opponent's hand. Why is it like this? And they're all like this. And so many of the effect text cards use what are essentially keywords that are not described in the rulebook at all. Again, I read the rulebook. A great example is White Knight. Attach this card to any supporter or mascot card. The attached card's ability cannot be canceled or removed for the rest of the round.
That's kind of a clever card. White Knight, and it's like a fan defending their Oshi with a shield. That's funny. Is that Koei? Attach this card to any supporter mascot card. The attached card's ability cannot be cancelled or removed for the rest of the round.
What the heck does attach mean? How does that work?
That is Koei? Nice.
Does the but if this card is attached, right, does this still count as being in play for double down? I don't know. Maybe? It's hard to say, because again, we're just going to throw in keywords.
Oh, it's Coefficient and his girlfriend behind a shield? Oh, that's so cool.
Aren't defined.
I love that.
It comes off as not proofread at all. And then, the gameplay ones are, on all water shield support cards, we mistakenly wrote that it protects against platinum. The correct text should indicate that it shields against water. Yeah. Again, if this game was not even playtested, just proofread, this should have been caught.
Oh, his girlfriend is on the shield. Oh, that's the engravement on the shield. Yeah.
Yeah, this is very weirdly worded. Upon playing this card, you may also play the other this turn if it is part of your hand. I don't know why you have to specify if it's part of your hand. And I'm trying to explain what's so weird about this rules text to people who don't regularly play card games. I'm sure that the people who do regularly play TCGs in my audience are reading this and being like, yeah, this is jank. But it's verbose when it shouldn't be, and is suspiciously quiet where it needs descriptions.
Okay.
And I hope that explains it. This should just say, when you play Happiness Charm, you may also play Cyanide Charm. We don't need to specify this turn. We don't need to specify that's part of the hand. We understand this. That's what playing a card means. To play a card, you take it from the hand, you put it into play. And it goes into that much detail for this incredibly simple effect. One thing I wanted to point out is clearly the Guardian cards were explicitly designed to protect your cards from going into the prize zone. Log that away in the back of your brain for when we go talk about the rules again. But yeah, this will come back up. But the VTuber effect I really wanted to bring up that's very weirdly worded. Yeah, okay, so imagine the worst way to write Scry 1. Well, here it is. Quick glance. Look at the top card of your deck. You may return it or place it at the bottom. This kind of reads like you can either return it to the bottom or place it at the bottom. I know what it's trying to say. Return it to the top of your deck. Or place it...
Look at the top of your deck. No, look at the top card of your deck. You may return it or place it at the bottom. What does it mean? Can you return it to the top part of your deck?
At the bottom. That's just so poorly worded constantly.
Is it? I don't know. I think that's all right. Return it where? Return it to the store.
And yes, it's just they're all like this.
That Amalie card design though. Whoa, so nice.
And I mean, going to the rules, part of the reason why I know they're poorly worded is they constantly have they have tons of Q&A in the rules for very simple effects that could have easily been explained on the card themselves. And yet here we are. So let's go.
I get his point. I get his point.
Let's go take a look at those, because there is good news. The moral of the story is that bullying works. The goal of vCard is to be the first player to score 5 points by winning rounds in a 1v1 card battle.
Okay.
Optional. If you prefer higher stakes, winning a round also adds your opponent's played cards to a prize pool. The winner of the game claims the entire prize pool. I know other people have been complaining about this, so I won't take sole credit for making this happen. But it goes to show that just like with other scams like Star Wars Battlefront 2, if you're loud and annoying and
so they made that optional. I thought they made that optional way earlier. Maybe they're just announcing it
pissed
now.
Off about bullshit that you see, bullying companies works and it gets things done. Is this good? Yes. Is this good enough? No. The fact that this game has an anti-rule at all is not good. The fact that it is still a primary mechanic of the game is bad. And to be frank, the phrase "if you prefer higher stakes" makes me kinda nauseous. That's gross. Tell me that you just wanted to make a slot machine without explicitly telling me that. Why don't you? Now, one could see this change and just say, oh, it didn't have anything to do with the Backlash, okay? They always meant it to be optional. They just didn't think they'd have to spell it out for you morons, that you didn't need to use the prize pool if you didn't want to. Yeah, counterpoint to that. Tie resolution. You can go back and watch my video. There used to be a whole paragraph here. Now it just says, in the event of a tie, play an additional round. Previously, if you tied, both players ripped the top 3 cards of their deck, shoved them in the prize pool, and then you played an additional round with the current cards you had in your hand. This is completely different. This is not clarification saying that it's optional. This is a massive change to the rules.
Okay, they changed
Checkmate.
it.
Now, let's talk about the making the prize pool optional.
So it wasn't optional back then. There was still a way that you could lose your cards. And then you'd had to rebuy them.
Okay, now the Guardian cards...
Yeah, the mouse wheel sound was kind of satisfactory, though.
Don't really have a point, right? Like, if my card loses, the odds that I would want it back in my hand to use again are pretty low, because the card was probably junk and bad. And I probably used my mascots that comboed with that card in that round, so why would I want it back in my hand? Additionally, according to the rules, you draw back up to 5. I want less cards in my hand to dig through my deck faster. It's so blatant that the entire point of the Guardian cards was to prevent your cards from going into the prize pool. So just ripping out your central mechanic means that now a ton of your card effects are just kind of useless. That's bad game design. It's just top to bottom. You didn't do a good job. Get rid of it, start over. And then, yeah, I mean, just come on, look at these massive amounts of erratas. This is an insane amount of, like, errata and Q&A classification for a game this simple that theoretically has been playtested by a company with a ton of money, made by a celebrity with a ton of money. It's weird. So, speaking of that being weird, I have questions about vCard. Questions come to mind. And it's why. Why was there no playtesting, let alone proofreading? Because everything we've seen here today seems like there was no playtesting or proofreading. Why did they wait until launch day to show off the rules and the cards? Why was there no print and play ahead of time? Because all this backlash that gamers...
Print and play ahead of time? That's like what, like a beta testing phase?
Subs is getting over vCard and its terrible rules. All of the erratas they've had to do, all of the gameplay Q&A they've had to release, all of the weird jank in the rules text could have easily been avoided had they simply posted the rulebook and the card gallery in advance. If they had actually bothered to show the product to the celebrities backing it, this could have been avoided, because they have TCG influencers involved. Moist Critical, Pay Money Wubby, Tech...
Moist Critical is involved? I don't know if... Does Moist Critical play a lot of TCG, Tectone? Yeah, but what's their involvement in this? Flork isn't there. Koei?
I think it's how you pronounce the name. I'm not sure, but I know he does TCG stuff. Are you honestly telling me?
Why is Moist Critical a girl here?
That these 3 creators saw the product
looking
they were
sexy
and genuinely signed off on it when it's this bad? When the rules are this terrible? When the...
Oh yeah, true. Moist was one of the first one to start promoting GamerSup. Yes, I remember now. So he probably owns part of it or stakes in it. Yeah.
Working on all of the cards is this incomprehensible? Are you serious? I mentioned this in my previous video, and I'll mention it again. I am a professional game design consultant. My company's main source of revenue is...
Moist is a huge Yu-Gi-Oh fan? Ooh, I didn't know that.
Working as a support studio for projects just like vCard. Never in my life have I been presented a project that fails this fundamentally on this many levels as vCard has on launch. Any of these 3 gentlemen, Moist, Wubby, Tech, would have told them that the anti-mechanic was a bad idea, that not having a maximum deck size was a bad idea, and that the card effects needed another pass. Any of these 3 would have told them that if they had been able to look at the product. So I'm genuinely curious. I'm genuinely curious to hear from these 3 specifically what the actual involvement with these celebrities on vCard was. What, did GamerSups just say, hey man, want to have your name on a card? Then they all said okay, and that was the last they heard of it? So that's what it seems like. And to be honest, I certainly hope that's the case, because vCard's pretty reputation-destroyingly terrible. Like, I know I think less of Moist Critical now, because his name is on this. I have talked to other people, some who personally know some of these VTubers.
I mean, they probably haven't...
Their heart is broken.
They probably haven't done really anything involvement to the game. They're just, have their name slapped there, and that's it.
They are heartbroken to see their names attached to a product this lazy, this much of a cheap, rushed cash grab. That's bad. And so many of these problems, so much of this backlash could have been solved if vCard simply said, hey, this is what we're thinking for the rules, this is what we're thinking of the cards, and gotten some feedback at a time. But no, they...
I think it was more like, hey, do you want to have a card in our new card game? Are we allowed to use your likeness for it? And that's it. I think that's probably the end of their involvement here. And I don't think we should expect much more. I know audiences don't always understand how it works, but it's probably not that deep.
They didn't do that.
It's probably not that deep.
Why is there no tournaments and store support? Again, this is very standard stuff for a TCG. It's a great way to get your product out to more eyes. It's a great way to release more exciting collectibles in promo format for your fans in the form of organized play cards. I know GamerSupps has a robust distribution network.
Anti is a bad game design. Magic the Gathering had an anti-system. Demonic Attorney is a card like the Guardian dedicated to anti-play. Its effect is the opponent concedes or double the antis. Do they still have that, Kristen?
It would not be hard for them to set up organized play and store support. Yet they chose not to. Why did they slop this out? And that's what I'm left wondering. And the only thing I can assume at this point is that they knew how terrible it was, and that this was just a quick cash grab. That's what it looks like. I hope that's not the case. I always want to hope.
That's old Magic. The anti-system has largely been retired into Magic the Gathering, but they had it for a few years. I mean, oh, it's banned. Okay. I think I got a few comments that were also saying that a lot of the big like TCG games, they were scuffed at first when they came out. So I'm willing to cut vCard some slack on that front. And the creators, I don't think it's not the same as participating in a crypto scam, you know, or they're not rug pulling anybody. I think the people that bought vCards, the first edition, they just wanted collectibles. It'd be cool if it was a playable game. I think there was very little, maybe to no afterthought put into the game rules and the game system, and that needs to be changed if they want to release a polished product that stands the test of time, that becomes popular, that becomes played in tournament, and that doesn't become obsolete, because you're gonna sell so much more if this game's gets its own community and people want like specific cards for their decks, etc., which is what vCard said was their goal. Not the rest. I think it's like, you know, a little bit too much criticism. Obviously the VTubers involved, like if you have your, you know, your card, your likeness used into these games, you don't really want to talk shit on them, because some of, you know, your friends are involved in this. Even though you might have your thoughts about the product, it's kind of mean to say something publicly. So I don't expect any of the VTubers or the creator involved to say something publicly. And I wouldn't force them to, because that's just unreasonable. Yeah, I think it's a good thing that a lot of artists and talent wanted to be involved, and I don't think any less of anybody for wanting to.
But it's hard to do that looking at the product here. It's very hard for me to do that. It's hard for me to convince myself that they didn't know that what they were releasing was garbage, and that's why they showed it to nobody ahead of time. The gameplay, the rulebook is lazy, the gameplay is lazy, the artwork is lazy with how much it's reused, the flavor text is lazy, even the collector's information. They couldn't even be bothered to get that right. It's just lazy. Products, lazy. No starter decks, are you kidding me? Ridiculous. I have never in my life, ever...
Maybe they rushed it before the EN release of Holo TCG. I mean, if you grab a good chunk of the market beforehand, it's pretty smart. Yeah, that is true. I thought the Holo TCG already had started rolling out. So, somebody in the comment on my last video pointed out that this Holo TCG thing, you can get some of the cards if you buy like the full merch set of a VTuber. And actually, that's pretty smart in a way. It's like, it's really expensive on one hand, but on the other hand, it does prevent scalpers from buying up everything, because that would be really expensive for scalpers.
seen a trading card game try to release with no starter decks. I'm genuinely trying to think of one. And maybe there is one out there.
Oh, it's only one card. It's not even a pack? Sheesh. That is steep.
But it would have had to be from, like, the 90s. Like, genuinely, since this century, I cannot think of a single TCG that released with no starters. So, all of this brings me to the next question people had for me in my YouTube video. Speed Robo, why are you mad? You seem awfully mad, and I'm curious as to why.
Oh, starter decks. Yeah,
that's a good question. And I'll tell you. I'll tell you exactly why I'm mad. I am mad for the fans of these VTubers. I'm furious for these fans. They deserve better than this. Everyone deserves so much better than this slop, even if they're just here to collect. They deserve original artwork on every card. They don't deserve a 200 card set loaded with garbage junk pack filler. They deserve the collector's information to be correct. They deserve flavor text that actually reads like coherent English sentences. They deserve better than a TCG that was launched in the shade.
Oh, starter pack is an example. You can buy a pre-made deck in Pokemon instead of buying only boosters. Oh, I didn't know that. Like, I used to play one of these decks when I first started playing Pokemon. I think it's the one with... It was the one with the evolution of Bulbasaur. I can't remember its name. I had that deck. Oh, like the Charizard deck. Bro, I hate the Charizard card.
Shadiest way I've ever seen.
For the uniqueness of the cards, I think he's talking about... I don't get it. There's like different tiers to each card, and he thinks that the design should have been different. The artist that makes those cards is extremely expensive. I don't know if that was viable. I don't know. I don't really care about the artworks being reused that much. I think as long as there's some kind of effect showcasing the different levels of rarity or something. There's a lot of cards that look the same in Pokemon TCG. The art is great, but they do reuse the art for 2 of the cards. Tier 8 and 9 are the same, and 9 is full art. Oh, okay, so that's what he's talking about. He'd rather have it like unique art for each, which would have been better. That is true. I don't know if people actually, it's a thing that they really care about or not. I'd have to ask people that bought the game.
Think about it. Why didn't they show anybody anything beforehand? I saw everything they had to show before launch day. I did a video on it. You can go back and look at it. You can look at the exact state of the website before launch day. Why was there no information? Well, I'll tell you what I think. Tell you what I think happened as to why there was no information about the game. It's to trick people into buying it. It's to break down your thought process and your common sense. Oh, it's launch day. First edition's out. I know nothing about the game, but I like these VTubers. Yeah, I'll buy a box. I haven't read the rules, but I need to buy it now because it's selling out. I haven't seen the cards or looked at the card gallery or made like a rational, informed purchasing decision because the company won't tell me anything. And that was the main thing that I complained about in my initial vCard video. They wouldn't tell me anything. And it was to extract as much money as possible from their fans. It was to get their fans to buy the product without knowing that it's slop.
Yeah, any pre-constructed deck is a no-no. Actually, crazy that they released without starter decks. Making your own decks when you don't know how to play the game is just gonna end in disappointment.
That there is no gameplay beyond gamble and steal your opponent's cards. That they couldn't be bothered to get a...
Yeah. No, they have different versions of Eevee, for example, but it's all from different artists and it's all from different sets and artworks. But like, I have a bunch of Professor Oak cards that are the same. But there's also not the same tiers, so I don't even know how to make a one-to-one comparison.
Original artwork for every card. That the card list is filled with this crap. That's what I think. That's what it looks like. I'm mad, not just for the fans of these VTubers, who frankly I feel got scammed into buying a subpar product, but I'm also mad because I don't think the bar in my industry should ever be this low. And I just don't think it should be. It is not hard to make a trading card game.
Thank you, Jason.
Everybody has a game idea. Everybody does. I've seen hundreds at this point. I've seen so many. And it's not hard to come up with gameplay that's more than this. I'm mad because it's so obvious that Shy Lily didn't try. Because I've seen even complete novices with no industry experience try to make TCGs before, and every single one of them's better than this. That makes me upset. The bar should not be this low.
I mean, it's different when you're like one person and this is your, you know, your life, your project. Like you're an indie VTuber. You don't have like a million business or streams or things you need to handle every single day. And you just put a lot of thought into a single project. But if you're a VTuber like Shy Lily, who's working on several projects at the same time, and trust me, I'm sure if we saw her schedule, it is packed. If my schedule is packed, then her schedule is like 100 times that. It's like you do prep before you stream, you finish your stream, you start working on other things, and every single minute of your day is like you're doing something. So I think she's outsourcing the work to a company. She's the face of this, she's the ambassador. But did she make the rules? Did she work on the actual thing? No, she probably facilitated a lot of the communications between VTubers. I don't know if her involvement goes that deep. It's like if I decide to make a clothing line, I'm not the one, you know, checking if the hoodies are well done. Like I'm not the one doing the quality control. I'll probably be the one guiding them with the design, telling them I want it that way and stuff like that. But besides that, I mean, it's all outsourced stuff. You got a team for that. Is her team good? Well, that's the question raised by this video, I think. The team could have done more of the research. I don't know if I'd put this on Shy Lily completely. I think she didn't really. I doubt she would have okayed these issues. Yeah, I think she just didn't really understand the intricacies of it, perhaps. That's not how it works. The moment you're the face of something, people demand responsibility. We've already touched that and we've already said that. I'm just adding on to this. I don't disagree with you. I agree that I've said that she's the face of it. I've said that multiple times already.
We cannot let it be this low. So I hope that explains why I'm unhappy. To end this video the same way I've done my previous one, to give you a proper recommendation. Let's say you're a fan of these VTubers, and you do want some cards with them on. What should you do? Well, these VTubers aren't in one of the other 5, learn there's more, 5 different VTuber trading card games that have been released within the past year. So, buying a different game isn't really an option, but, you know, if you're one of the people that just wanted a collectible with them on, well, here's what to do. I am sure that you follow some talented, independent artist who has done fan art for that VTuber you like so much. You should commission them. Get an art piece all your own of that VTuber in whatever pose and outfit and background and scene you want. I guarantee you it will cost the price of 2 booster boxes for vCard or less. Then, if you want it printed on cards, go to your local print shop. You'll be surprised how close you live to some place that does printing around your hometown, especially if you live in the States. And I can pretty much guarantee you that printer, they print business cards. Get it printed. Get that fan art printed.
Yeah, I think the mascot cards are cute and it's a cute concept. I think there was some good ideas in there, but it's rushed and it's slop. It's a slop kind of way. Let's see if they can turn this around. I do think he's being a little bit too hard on them. I don't think this is a scam. Like, I don't think this is a rug pull. I don't know if they intended for this to be that predatory. Maybe with the anti-rule, I'm not sure. Well, she's saying now that she is studying the card game's rules and she's been like studying a lot, but that was after the criticism. So maybe she should have prepared a little more before. I think that is a fair criticism to be levied at her.
A better collectible card, a better memento of that VTuber you love in card form than what vCard can provide. That's my recommendation. And you'll get it at a much lower price. Now, to be fair to vCard,
they made the rules. How did not think it was that predatory? Somebody literally... have you been there since the beginning of the segment? Somebody said earlier that even Magic the Gathering had that rule. So I think it's a rule that's existed in other cards. Just They don't use it anymore. It's outdated for that reason, because it's too aggressive. But what is the price of this? Like, was it really expensive?
Some of the binders and stuff and sleeves, yeah, it looks pretty cool. Go ahead and buy that. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with the supplies that they've got, other than the fact that they
it's
are,
too
for the most part,
gamba.
extremely overpriced. But yeah, those supplies are fine.
Oh, he says it's
sure
extremely overpriced.
A custom deck box done for probably about the same ballpark, and then be unique to you, and that's substantially cooler. But the other thing that you would do by supporting local businesses and smaller artists is, instead of giving your money to GamerSups and Shy Lily, who frankly do not need your money, you're supporting people who,
100 USD a box for 45. I don't know, like, the regular price of cards. How is that, like, compared to a normal trading card game, for example? Is it, like, way more expensive?
that $100 is their grocery money for the month. That matters. So, food for thought. That's my recommendation. Thank you for watching. Thank you for enjoying my vCard reaction arc. I hope this is the last we have to talk about them. You know what? No, that was a lie. I hope that I have to release one more update about vCard, and that is the update of GamerSups announcing that they screwed up, offer refunds on all the pre-orders, cancel the product, and say that they're going to come back when they've got their shit together. Like, there's no patching this rule set. It's not possible.
Yeah.
I hope I have to come back and have to post an update saying that, one of the creators spoke out and told us, what went on behind the scenes in regards to them. Maybe one already has in one of the live streams. I don't know. If that is the case, please do let me know. I'm curious as to how the hell this shit show happened. So, we may be talking about vCard again in the future, but for now, this is goodbye vCard. My next video plan is to, by popular demand, funny enough, review yet another, not review, I should say, but react to, go in blind and do my initial reaction to, yet another VTuber TCG. Like, again, this makes 5. I thought there were just 3, obviously. I made a whole video about that. But no, I missed the Hololive one, and then there's V-Royal? V-Royale? Something like that. I don't know. I have not looked at that at all, but yeah, that's next. I mean, I guess it never ends, Just like one of my other favorite YouTubers, John, strong recommend, never runs out of Crypto Slop to review when he thought he would. Guess I'm never going to run out of VTuber card game Slop to review. But we'll see. We'll see. Catch you next time.
This makes me want to play TCG card games, ironically. I mean, there's no VTuber merch that's not going to be expensive. It's just what it is when you want something like that. If you slap somebody's name on it and they're popular, it's going to drive up the price. Now, I don't disagree with a lot of the stuff he said. I think it's true. I think it could have been better thought of. I think it could have been more interesting. I think it was rushed, and as he said, I think he talked about this more in his last video, not this one, but he believes that they're not going to be able to revert the rule set as much as they think they will. Like, he believes that they're going to run into issues because of the first set of cards they printed, and it's like their entire system needs to be revamped, basically. So it needs to be like a huge overhaul. His disappointment is immeasurable, and his day is ruined. VTuber merch is cheap versus other merch hobbies? Well, that's good to hear. I always worry that it's too expensive. There's a lot. Oshi Push with runners, V cards. There's gonna be a lot more because everybody wants to get on the TCG boat. Everybody. They basically will need to ban all first edition cards if they want to do that. Maybe that's the way. Yeah. What are you going to talk on the part 2 of the Owuzu company? I think it's going to be after the lawsuit is settled, because I received a lot of the statements, but I can't use them until the lawsuit is settled. So we're waiting. I
part of
think.
the sentence, and then for the rest.
Listen, I haven't spoken to anybody that's bought the games though, and I mean, there's some goofy ass mistakes. There's like the reading, the text and stuff, the heights. That's bad. That's a big blunder. I don't know if the people that bought the first edition really cared about the game rules. I think there was some comments on my video saying like, wait, these cards were meant to be played? I thought it was just to collect. Like, I don't think they care that much. They just wanted to support their Oshi. Now, is this the best way to support your Oshi? I don't know. Probably not, but maybe it's a cool item. I mean, I certainly won't be playing it until they fix the rule and until it's a playable competitive game, because that's just not my style. I can't speak for everybody else though. Will you guys be playing it? What's chat saying about this? Yeah, some people just collect the cards like me with Pokemon TCG. Yeah, there you go, Sisihime. Do you have some cool cards? I think the support cards in Pokemon TCG are always the best looking. The art is so nice. No, the people who went hard on the first wave just want the cards to collect. Nah, mayhaps. I have Balatro. How much can a cut from you get from these? Those are all indies. I don't even know if they're getting royalties. I doubt so. I feel like it's just... I don't even know. I don't even know. Are they all friends? If they're all friends, maybe they're doing it for free. Honestly, I have no clue. It's all speculation. I don't know how the licensing and the IP is working at all. Are they getting royalties for every indie VTuber participating? Is it just like, hey, can we use your likeness? This is really cool. Do you want to be in this card game? And it also makes you more popular. Because it's kind of like, oh, I really like this card. This VTuber has a nice design. I wonder who it is. Let me go check it out. Oh, it's Megalodon VT. And then you find her on Twitch. Maybe that's what they were expecting. I don't think I've ever heard anybody of them mention money, just that they are in it. They were probably paid a licensing fee. Royalty gets complicated. So like a flat license, one-time licensing fee. Can't hear you over my booba cards. Licenses expire? All of them? Can you not make lifelong like license? I mean, I'm sure they're not happy with the backlash it's getting because, I mean, it kind of looks bad on you, right? It reflects badly. Like if I was in that card game, you know, I'd be a little bit embarrassed. I mean, first, I think it would be cool that I have my own card, you know, because that's a cool product to have. But then I'd be a little bit embarrassed slash like disappointed that the rules and the measurements and the text was goofy as fuck. Like I'd be like I messaged my agent. I was like, this wasn't the card games you guys wanted me to be into, right? Like, whew, I'm glad I wasn't in there. Bullet dodged. But I can't really blame, you know, all these people. They probably weren't made aware of all of this. The only person who was probably made aware of this is like the person more closely involved, like Shy Lily. You know, like Shy Lily. The text being scuffed is so bad. Because the thing is, you could make the argument that this was made collectible, But then if it is made a collectible, the VTuber information should be really like on point. Like, be another problem if you're in that card game, but the card is known to really suck or useless in the meta. Yes, yes, exactly. The other thing is, I feel like the company mission at first, it looks to me, this is a supposition, that the company mission was meant to be a collectible card game, and then somebody on the team, like halfway through, was like, no, let's make it a playable game. So, you know, there's a scene that develops around it, and then they like shifted course, but then they didn't have the tools, the people, the right people in place, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, the error cards are super popular apparently. Like, was it Poseidon? Poseidon posted that she got an error card in Pokemon, and apparently, I asked her if it was super unlucky or super lucky, and her chat was telling me, no, no, this is super lucky. Like, people collect the error cards, but they don't do anything. You can't play them in a game. It's straight up just like, whoa, this is really rare, so I gotta keep it. Yeah, I do feel like there was definitely a pivot somewhere because the message felt very unclear and they like tiptoed back and forth. That's why having a clear company mission, a clear reason for your product, um, it really helps because it could have made avoided a lot of problems, and the playtesting would have really helped too. Yeah, misprints are big. Oh, so even misprints are big. Oh, who knows? Maybe if this first edition gets banned, maybe it could even become more could be worth a lot more. Who knows? I think a Rima card would be weak to sugar cubes. Ha ha. Ha ha. That's very funny. So anyway, that's the TCG vCard Part 2. Rules revamped. Still got a lot of work to do. But I think it could turn out to be a good game if they do revamp the rule sets. But it's probably gotta be a bigger revamp in terms of system. In fact, my luckiest pull ever was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Test print that just had bars of solid colors on the front face. I feel like I wouldn't be happy pulling those cards. How are you guys happy about pulling those cards? I'd be like, oh, they made a printing mistake. What the hell? This sucks. Even if they do a U-turn after a first edition, it would increase the value of the first edition. I hope so for the people who bought it. Because eBay. Dude, I'm tired of the eBay scalp resellers lately. There was like this one book from Blue Exorcist that's like clearly worth not more than like $5, okay? It's so tiny. It's just a few pages in black and white, and they sell it for like $60 USD. I'm like, chill. That's like $80 Canadian. And we'll see what the second wave of TCG vCard looks like. Alright. Last topic. Spy X Family has some people upset. Um, somebody tweeted, it's so aggressively heteronormative that watching it almost feels like a conversion therapy. There's like this new, it's not new, but I think it's in the last few years. There's been a lot of discussions with anime fans. I even watched a clip from Sea Dog, VA, talking about like how the anime fandom has changed a lot in the past few years. Before, it was much smaller and everybody was kind of like happy to be there and everybody was watching the same stuff. Now there's just so much animes. There's a lot of new anime fans that are like pissing off like other part of the fandom. this person is like really rude about their comment on Spy X Family. Like, Spy X Family is cute. It's not my favorite anime because for me it doesn't have enough action. But just say that you find it boring. I don't know why you gotta bring it into some kind of pseudo gender talk. I don't, how do you call this? How do you even call this? Is it even gender talk? It's like they bring up conversion therapy. Like, I don't get it. It's such an aggressive way to put it. It's like, ew, a heterosexual couple. You know, I spit on them. Yeah, it's like gender warfare. Just don't watch it. Just don't watch. Yeah, and it's kind of semi-political. I feel like it shouldn't be political, but it is, unfortunately. Rima saw the free run discussion on Twitter. Yes, but I don't really get it because I haven't watched free run, and I'm trying not to. I try not to click on it because I don't want spoilers. The real answer, they are miserable. Oh, for sure. For sure. And then there's another user QRTing that post saying, comparative story that focuses on a man, woman, and a child that are not at all blood related, becoming a family, to the problematic and unethical use of conversion therapy is crazy. And that user goes on to say, you can just relay that you don't like it and move on from there. You didn't need to add the additional terminology of conversion therapy to the mix to express your boredom and dislike of the series. As someone who likes Spy X Family and is gay, the story has never waned me to want to become straight or to have children, like Sob. Content police, pull over. Freerun has tons of German names from towns to characters. I mean, so did Attack on Titan, no? I mean, what's like, this is like one of the most wholesome show ever. People legit have a problem with everything. With everything. Hi, Jason. It's like the heteronormative couple, by the way, they basically they barely held hands yet or kissed. There's a difference. There's a difference between saying that you find it boring, which is my case, but just a personal opinion, and saying all that. Like, people that can just say they dislike something and move on, or just not bring it up, have my respect, then needed to bring it up, comparing it to something totally off the track. I mean, the internet in 10 years is gonna have a problem that like every single one of their intrusive thoughts have been like put out there online, and it's gonna come and bite them in the ass later on. Why did not just say it's boring and overrated? In fact, Spy X Family is actually good. He could have left it at that. The main heteronormative couple haven't even kissed yet, let alone truly held hands. I wonder how people like that can stand having parents. I wish I had a life with no problems, and my only issue would be anime being too wholesome. Yeah, I wish my only issue was watching an anime that has like a really wholesome family. It makes heterosexual couples look too good. We can't have that. They don't like happy couples. Listen, I don't like happy couples either. If I go jog to the park and I'm all sweaty and disgusting, I don't like seeing a couple make out on the bench. I'm like, get a room, you freaks. But it has nothing to do with their sexuality. It's just, I'm like, the full-on making out, tongue in mouth thing going on at like 1 p.m. It's like, wow, isn't it a little bit too early in the day? Okay, crony. Jealous auntie, hey. Shut up. I think this kind of tweets and discussion only heighten the growing tension and debate with the whole. It's the same with the men and women debate, and it's the same with the whole sexuality debate. And now there's gonna people be angry at gay people because of these takes, and then there's going to be, you know, people that are more diversified that are going to be angry at straight people. And when at the end of the day, the message should just be like a message of, well, first of all, anime should take you out of those real world problems and put you in a mood where things are wholesome and you can escape. And I feel like a lot of people that watch animes, they're there for this escapism, no matter like the frontier, no matter which language you talk, no matter your sexuality. But you can all like the same anime. And that's what's cool about anime. That's what's cool about VTubing. But some people, no, they never want you to forget that. Yeah, misery seeks company. Yeah, Anya tricks Loid into adopting her. I mean, they're kind of just doing this because they're both spies and they need a cover at first. It's just that they end up, you know, kind of all liking each other, right? I haven't watched it in a long time, but I think that's what it is. I need to catch up to the new seasons. Plus, there's literally Yao dojins about every single anime out there. You know, you don't need to look for the main source material if that's what you're looking for. I don't know how to say it. You don't pronounce it Yao? Yaoi? Yaoi? Yaoi. You say Yaoi? Really? That's how you pronounce it? No way! Oh, well, I learned something new. I don't know why I really want to play Pokemon TCG now. I've only ever read anime terms. I've never like actually talked to somebody or like voiced anime terms. Kind of like how you used to pronounce Tsundeer. By the way, talking about anime, we are watching Konosuba season 2 in my Discord server on Sunday at 6 p.m. EST. So make sure to join to watch the watch along with me. It's discord.gg/Rima. And also, I have an anime video that came out on Rima Investigates. And it's called Jujutsu Kaisen fans are not okay. And it's my latest video, and it needs a lot of help and support and love. So go watch me read stuff that I would never ever say IRL and clip me for your soundboard. I mean, there's a treasure trove of material in there. There's some really cringy and unhinged tweets. And even the tweet featured in the thumbnail called "Need him to molest me." That was not even made up for the thumbnail, by the way. That's a real comment I sourced for this video. Jujutsu Kaisen fans were never okay. True. Rima mispronounces anime terms video when? People used to make me read like the list of JP VTuber names and laugh at my pronunciation in my Discord when I first started. I wish there was Bonnie Extrema Yuri. Well, that can be arranged. I was really expecting the Gojo figurine post. Wait, which one? Send it to me, Alex Mag. Are you in Discord? You mean the one with the life form figurines and they were comparing him with Ghetto's height? Thirsty teens, they terrify me. So anyways, who wants to hear about my wife? Which wife? Marine? Nuclear. No, I pronounced nuclear right. But like after you know, working on this, I kind of feel that Lobotomy Kaisen, they kind of cook with those memes. Not gonna lie, they kind of cook. They were comparing other things. Oh. Base decision, Allison. Is that all I had? Yeah, I think it is. Lobotomy Kaisen was goated. For real. And I hated that, like, honestly, it, like, almost didn't make sense to me at first. But then it's like, nah, I understood everything. It's like my brain expanded. It felt like it expanded. Brain expansion! True! Brain expansion! Northern Alberta sucks right now. I can't even properly close, like, one of my doors because there's like ice in it, so there's like a sliver of wind that goes through. It's annoying. How long were you looking for those kind of comments? The JJK ones? Not long, not long. It was like I went to TikTok, went to the most popular Gojo reels, and I found 2 of them, grabbed those. The Lobotomy Kaisen, I just typed Lobotomy Kaisen. And then the Twitter stuff, I had been bookmarking like things that I found on my TL like once in a while here and there. I found some threads. I browsed a little bit on Reddit for some memes. It was a fast video to make. It was fun. Oh yeah, I could use a hairdryer to melt it. I poured water on it so the snow would melt, but instead it made ice, and now there's like ice there, so I can't close it. So I think I made it worse. Yeah, it was a terrible idea. Maybe a Chainsaw Man video next. I think the hype right now around Chainsaw Man is the part 2, because people are reading part 2. Your avatar is really pretty. Thank you, Shimori Project. So I would need it to be on part 2, which I haven't read yet. Salt is what you use, but that only works if it's not frozen already. Yikes. Yikes. Hey, Draken. What does CSM stand for? Yeah, I need to catch up on a lot of things. I kind of just want to watch One Piece right now. So I skipped like some of the fillers. They're doing recaps with Shanks and stuff. And I skipped those, and now I'm just they're gonna start fighting soon. I really hate the admiral character. He's an asshole. Like The one with the afro? He has like an ice ability. Aokiji, I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah. And then like CP9 is getting even stronger by eating devil's fruit. So that's dumb. They already couldn't beat them before. But I guess Luffy says that he's got a new move that he's working on and he seems really confident about things. I believe in Luffy. Watching Luffy fight is my favorite part of the anime, okay? I love it. Him, Zoro, and Sanji, I love watching them fight. I'm really enjoying part 2 of Chainsaw, but I'm also behind because I'm buying physical versions. Well, that's the thing. I was reading Chainsaw with physical versions, but I went to the store and they said they have nothing from part 2 yet. Is it available? Have the mangas been printed in English yet? Or I think we just gotta wait for the... We gotta read them online with the scanlations. Admirals are government lackeys, what do you expect? Well, shit. Some people were in my Discord were arguing with me. They were saying that the Marines in that show are the good guys and the pirates are the bad guys. But I feel like it's the other way around. The Marines are assholes. And the pirates are the good guys. They've got more honor. But there's that like one, I got through the Robin flashback scene, so there's that one Marine, like the giant, and he helped them because he was like, this is not okay. You know, we're not gonna commit like island genocide just to kill all the archaeologists. That's messed up. So he was goated, but he died for it. Aokiji killed him, man. It was awful. Yeah, there's some good Marines. You know, what about that pink-haired Marine that was like more heavily featured in the live action One Piece? I am skipping the fillers. You can post it in the anime channel, I don't remember, or general channel. Depends how you look at it, they all have their reasons to do what they do. Yeah, so that's one thing that I thought they did better in the live action is the parallel between Luffy's journey as a pirate and that pink-haired marine that he meets early on, but they kind of go their own way. But it's like the show's establishing a parallel between their two lives. They're both fighting for the right thing. They're both very similar in terms of ideologies, but they chose different paths, and I thought that was interesting. Kobe, maybe. I don't remember his name. Oh, it's Kobe? Yeah. Yeah, but they showed him a lot more in the live action. They like kind of stopped showing him for a while now. Like we forget about him. True, true. Aokiji could have also killed the Robin too, and he let her escape. I don't really get it, because he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna let you escape for now, but I'll be the first one to come and kill you later on." It's like, okay, dude, chill. When we first meet that guy, I thought he was gonna be one of the good guys, but then he just turned out to be an asshole. No, you can, Allison. They go pretty fast. Like, if you skip the credits, the intro, and the recap, it's basically just a 15-minute, video, show. And then you skip a bunch of the fillers. Just gotta keep watching. Okay, fine. Don't tell me Aokiji's gonna join the Straw Hats. I don't want him on the team. Frankie, though, I like Frankie now. I know I didn't like Frankie at first, but I like him now. He's cool. He's cool. I like when he's crying and he's like, I love you guys. I love you. That's cute. Yeah, he's really cool. He's definitely a loose cannon. He's got a lot of energy. His voice is really funny. It's sad to think that the VA retired. And he can turn into a centaur. I like Pauli too. Pauli's cool. I don't think he's gonna end up joining them. He's like not strong enough. We need more heavy hitters. I hate Lucci. Dude, I thought the pigeon guy was the coolest when he first got introduced. I thought it was so cool that the pigeon was talking. I thought it was so cool. I'm like mid to end Ines lobby. They're about to fight CP9, like final showdown. And I just went through like the Robin flashback scene. What else? Yeah, another character that I really liked was the long nose guy, because he seemed like a goofy character that was like laid back. The one that checked their boats and told them that their boat was broken beyond repair. And he turns out to be a bad guy too, so that sucked. Fuck him then. I hope they all die. Square Usopp, basically. Yeah, I love that Luffy went and got her. And they didn't give up. No, he's not Usopp. Everybody thinks he's Usopp because he's got a long nose at first. He kind of like flies and stuff. Yeah, still got a long way to go. Yeah, Kaku. He's got an interesting design, but yeah, I don't like them. They're bad guys. Garp? Who's Garp? I don't know if I've met Garp yet. I like that Zoro is always confidently running in the wrong direction. That's so me. So relatable. Luffy's grandpa? I forgot about him. I really don't remember anything about the first few episodes. And I skipped the recap episodes, but now I feel like I should have watched them. In the live action you meet him a lot? Yeah, I don't remember him either. But as my chat described, they said today in the anime and manga channel, and I quote, wait, let me find it. Oh yeah, they said Rima don't like Macho Man. He has to be skinny and looking almost like a woman. Think about Envy from FMA and you will understand. What about using Levi Ackerman as Levi doesn't look like a woman. Okay? I take offense to that. Levi's just short. Did she finish Past Water 7? If not, that's a spoiler. Oh, I'm like mid to Ines lobby, so maybe that's where I'm at. Levi doesn't look like a fanboy. You guys are capping. Usagi is a rabbit. He's not even... He doesn't even have a male form. You guys are capping. Anyway. Then we agreed that Maki was hot, so I'm happy about that at least. Yeah, he's just a rabbit head. Yeah, he is. Hey, Revenge of Sora, how's it going? Alright, I'm end now, though. Is... Oh no, Rosie ended her stream, damn. I have the hiccups. Sayu is doing a really long subathon right now. Oh my god, I have the hiccups. It's so bad. It always happens at the end of my streams for some reason. Okay, you guys can go watch Smugalina on the Twitch side and on the YouTube side. I will redirect you somewhere. Wow, everybody's on right now. Whew. Redirect you to a VSPO girl playing Apex Legends. Alright. I'm gonna go rest up. Maybe I'll stop by in Discord. Take care, everybody. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you tomorrow for the free run watch along at 4 p.m. EST. I posted my schedule on YouTube and Twitter. Thank you, Jason.